Okay, just a warning that my head will be cut off in this entire video, okay? But it doesn't really even matter because this is a listening video, so grab yourself a cup of something really delicious and sit down and put this on in the background while you're doing dishes or whatever and just let it roll. But my head will be cut off, so don't mind that. We were just sitting here and chatting, and I felt like I wanted to take a video because we're chatting about something that's super important and for any relationship, which is pain or like conflict in a relationship can be a portal to deeper connection. I was talking to a friend about this the other day, about how I feel like often we're taught that if you fight with your partner, that like it's not a good match, and that you need to strive to be to not fight with your partner and to like never fight. That's the thing I've heard so much, like, oh, we never fight, like whatever. And I know everyone has their own perspective on this, but this is personally mine, and I was talking to Zach about it, that there's a difference between like knowing how to have rupture and repair versus just never rupturing. Then you never have to practice repair. And someone who knows how to repair relationship, even if it's not like romantic, that is one of the most invaluable skills, because you're really prepared for anything. Like, you can go through life being your authentic self, go through your relationship being your authentic self, and like rupture is inevitable. It genuinely is inevitable. Like, you're two entire beings separate from one another, and you are creating one like energetic harmonic system. Yeah, of course there's gonna be like points of conflict, and I used to always think that meant like, oh, it's over, like, oh, if we fight, like it's over, like I have to kind of like keep all my words in, so, and I have to be okay with everything, so like we don't fight, and I can't have any like too strong desires or like preferences for how things go, because
even opinion.
Yeah, or even opinions. I just have to like conform to like what my partner thinks, which is obviously like the stupidest and like most soul-sucking way of thinking about being in a relationship. And ever since we started being together, I realized that when you fight with your partner, it doesn't mean that it's over. And obviously it takes a very like special kind of person, not a special kind of person, like a patient person, someone who's able to like be calm and listen, and to not let their emotions like get like too riled up or in the way, or be defensive, and just say like, yeah, like that's fine, like we could be mad at each other, but like doesn't mean I don't love you, and it doesn't mean that like this is over. And it often like can strengthen your bond, because you know that it's okay to like voice your opinion and like get everything, all that like stagnation out, and like say how you genuinely feel.
And it deepens connection too, because it forces you to drop your your barriers and your blockages, and just be yourself, right? To repair, you need to be pure, as pure as you can be, to drop everything and just face one another and accept one another.
Yeah, accept one another. That's the biggest thing, because a lot of the times, at least I will prevent myself from saying like, oh, the thing that you're doing is like really pissing me off, or like it annoys me. I'll prevent myself from saying it, because I'm like, I haven't accepted myself yet. I haven't accepted myself that annoys me. And I think, oh no, if that annoys me, then that means that like I'm like weak, or like I'm a bitch, or like I'm too high maintenance. And then the conflict gets blown out of proportion, because I'm projecting all of my inner discomfort onto you over something in the end that doesn't even matter at all. And sometimes it just takes like an outside perspective, someone to be able to tell you like, whoa, don't you think like you're bringing a little bit too much of your stuff in here? Like, calm down. Calm down. That's a horrible thing to say.
But it also needs, like, the other person also needs to, like, be able to listen to the partner and say, like, you might be right.
Yes.
You might be right on this one.
Yep.
And eventually, like, calm down.
Yeah, we were just talking about this, like, taking accountability. It's really easy to, like, let your defenses come up, especially in romantic relationship, because it's like this person is like so close to your heart. So
or it can be with any relationship, honestly.
Yeah.
It can also be with like professional relationship.
Yes.
With like work and even with friends too.
Yeah, there's layers to it, right? Yeah. Like, because it might be easier to respond like well to a friend or in a professional setting than with your partner.
Yep.
Where you're like, you know, you're like real and raw with them all the time. So like that anger or that frustration is going to come out real and raw.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful in a sense, but also like can escalate. But yeah, knowing like that being quote unquote wrong, or like just admitting that like, oh, maybe I am like being like over dramatic. That's not really the word I want to use, but yeah, like I'm making too much of the situation, or I'm bringing too much of my own personal stuff in here. Like saying like, oh, okay, I might be doing that, or yeah, that could be true right now, is so much more of a strength than a weakness, because it's another portal, like another portal to go deeper, another portal to know that that person can witness you in that, maybe that a little bit of dishonesty or that little bit of like aggression or whatever, and they can still choose like to love you. And if you allow that, and if they're willing to be there non-judgmentally and patiently, like that's so beautiful. That is literally like the embodied way of knowing that, oh, I can be like my worst like
mm-hmm.
crazy wild like unbridled anger self, but that's okay. Like
yeah,
it's obviously not recommended. Like you don't want to be like that. The goal would be to learn how to harness that in and like, you know, deliver it better, but like to know that that's not bad. Like you're not bad for feeling that, and I still love you.
Yeah, no, you're not bad, and it's like you're not wrong either. It's just, I feel like it's easy, like you said, with a partner, with like someone super close to you, it's easy to feel like almost ashamed when you feel those kind of emotions, because
mm-hmm.
it's like, that's not my goal. Or let's say I'm like, you're angry at me, and it's like, oh, I don't want to feel this way towards you. Like my goal is to just love you.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe letting these emotions out on me could be a way to love me in a certain way, because it just shows like you're able to open yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you open yourself and you feel like secure enough to open yourself, the real emotions come out.
Yeah. And
that's where you see the true you, and that's where you can start growing and learning about like just self-growth, right?
Yeah.
If I'm like, oh, the true me is someone who gets super stressed out super easily, that's good to know. Like that's actually super important to know. It's like, oh, okay, so I'm someone that's super stressed, so then I can work on that.
mm-hmm.
and develop my calmness.
Yeah, you see where that comes in other aspects of your life.
Exactly.
Too. It's like
a mirror.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Being in romantic relationship, I feel like is one of the biggest mirrors, and forces you to face your deepest inner demons.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say something earlier about. Yeah, you can see where it shows up in other aspects of your life, because if you're doing the work here in the deepest, most vulnerable connection in your life, maybe when that happens with like a friend, you're like, whoa, okay, let me take a breath,
I know this pattern.
Yeah,
I know this pattern. Like, I'll fix it.
Yeah, this is me. So let me take care of this.
Yeah.
Like, this is me.
Comes back to just taking accountability.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being able to accept myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm like that. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't like this part of myself, I can work on it.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't have to come from like, oh, I hate that I'm that way.
No.
Or like, I hate what, like, change doesn't need to come from hatred or like disgust, because that's just non-acceptance.
And
like,
it won't work.
And it won't work. It'll always come back.
Yep.
And if you, I keep losing my train of thought. Well, anyway, I cannot think of what else I wanted to say there, but yeah, I was talking to a friend about that, and then I realized how much work actually that I had done on myself to change my mindset around that like fighting doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the world or it's not the right person for you. It can actually be this portal to like deeper connection, deeper love, and feeling more, being non-reactive, integrating like more parts of your shadow, and just feeling more whole. And that's why, like, I think you see some people go into relationship and it just feels like they're glowing. Like, it just feels like they have become more of the person that they always have been. And yeah, I think that's an energetic shift. That's from integrating their shadow and being with someone who allows them to do that together. Because, like, the freaking saying, like, oh, I don't love myself, so I can't love anyone else. Like, I hate that saying. Like, yeah,
you're not going like on like. It's a lot of work being in the relationship. Like, it's hard to grow. But it's probably the place you'll grow the most.
Yes, and
if you're with someone that wants to grow too.
Right, that's the key.
Like that's the requirement.
Yes.
Like the basic requirement. Like, you need, if you both want to grow in life and grow as a human being, and I think there's nothing that can go wrong.
Oh yeah, and going off of that, something that Zach actually taught me. So, a fear that I had in the beginning of our relationship was that if I decide to be with you, this sounds so stupid coming out loud. If I decide to be with you and you're my person, there'll be no one else after. Like, it'll just be you. And then there's like this fear of like, am I going to be bored? Like, am I like it? What if I'm bored? What if I want to explore more or like different? And Zach, like, I was honest about that with Zach. I full on told him, which, bless your soul for being able to like field those questions of mine and not like freak out and think that, oh, she wants to leave. Zach just sat there like and was like, that's interesting that you think that way, because if we're constantly growing and shaping and evolving, you're never with the same person. And like, if you get bored, then you bring that up in the relationship and we talk about why you're bored and what you want more of or what you want less of, and then we make it happen. Like, this is not like a set thing in life. There's nothing that's like a set thing. Change is the only constant. And that goes for like committing yourself to someone. Like, you are going to go through so many different phases of life. We are going to be so many different people. Already just in the over 4 years that we've been together, like, we look back on like who we were when we met, and we are so different. And that's what keeps it like exciting and new, and makes committing yourself to one person like genuinely so special and so deep and beautiful. Thanks for joining my little chat.
Thanks for the invitation.
That's all.